Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And my question of today is, if I were to give you $1 million in crypto, would you cash it out or would you leave it in? We'll talk about that specific thing a little bit later in this video, but for right now, I asked on Twitter and in one of my previous videos, would you cash out all your XRP at $15 per coin? And you know what I find interesting? It's the contrast. Whenever I check through the comments of my YouTube videos, there's a ton of people who are calling me an idiot for holding XRP, or who are calling me dumb for not want to sell it at a very low price, right? But when I check Twitter, oh my days, are the people onto the plan. Because I think most guys here are agreeing exactly with me on most of this. $15, that's just a part of the way. Would I sell some? Okay, maybe. But is that my end goal for XRP? Oh no, right? Oh no. I have way bigger goals for it. And I think on YouTube, there's a lot less people who really get the bigger picture that I see. But all I can say is know what you hold, right? Know what you hold. And then talking about the specific example, I actually talk with people a lot about their investments and strategies for after the accumulation of wealth. It's basically to maintain it now rather than accumulate. Let's say, for example, we have $1, $2, $5 million, something like that. What are you going to do with that money now? You know, let's say it's all in crypto. Will you keep it in it, or will you take it out to put it into some new, maybe revenue generating assets? And one thing I find interesting is that a lot of XRP community members have a very determined plan. For example, take some money out and put it into real estate, or take some money out and put it into yada, yada, yada. There's a lot of you guys who have a plan out there, but if you haven't gotten one, I'm not here trying to sell you something or anything. Just look for some kind of documents, or I don't know, look for a way to find out what you got to do, because one fun fact is that it can go so ridiculously quick. A lot of people who were having, let's say, a couple $1,000s a year or two ago are right now millionaires. It can really go as quickly like that. And the annoying part is that in the crypto space, it is very often gotten and lost within a very short amount of time. So if you don't act quickly to what your bigger goal is, you could lose it all as soon as you've received it as well. So think about a end goal. Think about what you want to do with your money. If you're going to go into real estate, have you got some sort of plan to actually do that? If you want to build some other company with your family, have you thought about some steps to make that into reality if it actually pulls through? Not saying you should put everything on the table, but have you thought about it a little bit? Rob Art just shared a funny little video, and it's just something that I don't know, made me giggle. I thought I should quickly share it. It's like XRP finally breaching 80 cents and then the SEC pulling up out of nowhere. It's just the way it usually goes, guys, in life. Something's not going right, you try to fix it in some way, shape, or form. In this case, your XRP wasn't performing right. All of a sudden, boom, it actually did kind of work. It went towards 80 cents, and then the SEC or the cops show up and ruin the fun. Yeah. And here we go again, another person. All right, let's move on. I guess I don't have anything to share right here. I wanted to say something about this post, but I kind of forgot. I guess, forgot that I had it in the list. DLTA Alchemy says, we see the lender of last resort. The IMF taking control of the XRP escrow. Ripple is too small to be so big to handle this by themselves. The doors have been unlocked for Ripple. They have been invited to the houses of power, end quote. And it's a little picture here with Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, and Ross Lecco, the Deputy General Counsel at the IMF, talking about blockchain and banks. And yeah, one of the fun things I see coming up, this is, by the way, not new, this is old, is the theory which we talked about a little bit earlier, talking about the federal, I'm not exactly sure what entities, but I guess some federal, I don't know the freaking word for it anymore, guys. Expropriate, you know, that word right there, the expropriate thing of XRP. And right now there's some more theories popping up of there is some bigger plan of some XRP being gathered by some bigger parties. And I'm all up for it. I guess that's all I should say. I'm all up for it. I'm all up for it all. Because in the end, we all know any bigger picture, any bigger plan would be very good for our wallets. At least that is my thought about it. Then let's quickly see what else we have. Leonidas posted Jed Sales, Jed McCallum, the previous CTO and one of the co-founders of Ripple and XRP. Sales have dropped beneath 10 million XRP per day. This, by the way, goes on from Sunday to Sunday, so he's going to sell about 9.2 million XRP this whole week. For the first time since early December 2020, this is due to the decrease in the daily volume. Still at an average of 9.2 million XRP sold per day, Jet will run out by the end of November of 2020 of all of his XRP holdings, and really, if you think about it, 9.2 million for right now feels like a very little amount, because a little while ago it was almost 40 million per day that he was selling. If you think about it like that, it's going to be at one point or another that he's going to run out. It could be November, it could be even sooner. And yeah, at first I thought it would take so many years, but since XRP has grown in terms of volume, and since it's already been years since we started talking about it, it's really coming to some kind of end. And I'm not sure if it will be an instant, huge increasing price or just a gradual one, but some very big downwards pressure will then finally be gone as well surrounding XRP. Right? And I'm also wondering, is he gonna, you think, hold some XRP, or is he gonna sell every single last one of it? What do you guys think about that? It's, by the way, 2021, not 2020. Then Stephen Bull from the Deep just had a little bit of a video. It says, according to Jennifer Xia, Ripple's data scientist, Ripple has acquired a company whose expertise is in building trading platforms and integrating with digital asset exchanges. But now, of course, the bigger question, like always, is what company is that? So I want to let you guys listen to this little clip. However, you guys all know this is very interesting for me to do because I cannot show you this on the computer, so I have to do it through the phone. But that always becomes a little bit interesting.
Acquired a firm. Notably, we recently acquired a firm whose expertise is in building trading platforms and in integrating with digital asset exchanges, which is essential as we scale the business, enter more markets, and start thinking about engineering more complex payment execution strategies.
So yeah, that was that for, I guess, our little show and tell session here. Yeah, it's interesting. Not exactly sure what it's supposed to mean. We don't really know exactly what they're referring to, what they're talking about yet. I've kind of found out as well, I think you all have in due time here, that there's so much going on for Ripple in the back end of things. There's so much we don't yet know or that they're not telling us, that all these theories are also becoming a little bit more viable, a little bit more possible. It could really be that there's some bigger plan that we're not knowing, or the Ripple just has so many things planned out in the dark. For example, they're hiring a ton of people. We've seen that. We've covered that before. They're moving on like there's no end to what they can achieve. They're still going on with the philosophy of cross-border payments being their first vertical. They're moving it all like this is just step 1 of 100, right? So whenever I look at it from that perspective, I'm like, yeah, this is just a start of something as well. They're partnered with a company like that. Okay, which one of the 100 that they're eventually going to partner with? Then the Oracle posted news. This is a tad bit slow in the XP community figure. I stirred the pot up and sent some encouragement. Posted this last year. Just a reminder, nothing is a coincidence. Jess Chang, Federal Reserve Board, IMF of Ripple. Then we got a picture here of her. Jess Chang, Senior Counsel at Federal Reserve Board, former Ripple, Watchtail, IMF. And yeah, you can just see her occupations here. She's worked for Ripple for a couple of years, right now working for the Federal Reserve Board. Is this important? Debatably. It's just interesting how the moves are being made, right? And how the connections between the IMF, the Federal Reserve, and Ripple are starting to become more and more apparent as time goes on as well. Then guys, go check out GSX. It is the first gold-backed crypto and one of my bigger bets in the crypto space. I got a couple $1,000s into it, this one right now. It's 10 cents a coin, plus a 7% bonus, plus a 5% bonus for using my link. And yeah, the reason I'm going for it is mostly because it's the first of its kind. So I'm hoping that from about, I don't know, about 9 cents a coin right now, I can really make that towards like 95, 100, which is basically $1 or so. If not, towards $2, $3 in due time. Because so many coins that trade for about 10 cents with some bonuses actually do that type of stuff in like a snap because they're the first of a kind. It's basically the bet that this is going to be adopted at some way, shape, or form, or that people would actually like the idea of a first of its kind type of thing. Like a gold-backed coin, to a certain degree sounds stupid, to a certain degree sounds really, really nice. If they can really pull through whatever they promise, it's really amazing. And the same thing for a growth coin. It's really an interesting concept if you were to ask me. So that's again why I'm going for it. Once more, this is not a certain thing. We definitely may lose money. We definitely may do well. I'm not quite sure, but I am personally betting on it. Then SBI Holdings continues to give more weight to Ripple and XRP. Japanese Strategic Business Innovator Group, commonly known as SBI Holdings, stated that it will reward its shareholders with Ripple's XRP for the second year in a row after a successful first round that is ending on March 31st. Just wanted to quickly share this once more that it's good news. We get good news all the time, yet it's sometimes overshadowed by, for example, their news regarding the lawsuit, yet it is still there, guys. Do not forget it. And then also, a little bit of a side note, not regarding XRP, but still quite interesting. Over 100 companies shift from Ethereum to Cardano is going to happen really soon. At least that's what Charles Hoskinson is predicting. Cardano's Charles Hoskinson compares Uniswap to Beanie Babies, dismissing Ethereum. Taking over DeFi, Hoskinson is already a celebrity. IOHK co-founder and CEO Charles Hoskinson has revealed that over 100 companies are in the process of moving from Ethereum and Cardano, or to Cardano. This is a really badly written article. What's going on? This will become possible when the functionality of the latter matures. As a report by You Today, SingularityNet, the artificial intelligence firm behind social humanoid robot Sophia, was seriously discussing migrating to Cardano. Yet, in spite of ADA recently becoming the third largest crypto, its parent blockchain is often dismissed as vaporware. As Coinmetrics' Nick Carter points out, it doesn't have a single notable application just quite yet. I am not aware of a single popular application deployed on Cardano, nor have I seen enthusiasm for the platform among developers, which I can actually confirm. I don't really see that either if you're talking about application enthusiasm. If you're talking about developer enthusiasm, oh boy, is it definitely there. However, Charles Hoskinson is still quite excited because the costs are low and he thinks that it's going to be taken over in due time because the necessity for a switch from Ethereum is there. And, well, yeah, I mean, he's actually really quite known in this space already. While Cardano is still far from becoming the go-to blockchain for governments, 33-year-old Hoskinson has already achieved celebrity status, claiming that he's now getting recognized at airports and receiving fan mails. That's the most surreal part of it all. Well, yeah, if you check his YouTube out, he's now got a freaking ton of subscribers too. I remember when he started, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, the more that this goes on and the more he talks at these conferences and the more the crypto grows, there's millions of people who have seen Cardano now in the rankings, the more that he'll be recognized too. So he's definitely going to be turning into a celebrity. But I guess it's only a good thing because, I guess maybe he likes that. I'm not quite sure if it's a good or bad thing for him. He wants the attention, so let him have it. Guys, hopefully you all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. See you guys again in another one. Hopefully tomorrow. Well, we'll see though. Take care, everybody.